Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome to my very first Power Rangers Ninja Steel review. Today I'll be taking a look at the basic 5-inch Power Ranger figures Wave 1 for Ninja Steel. Now, I have decided not to buy the Roleplay or the Zords from Ninja Steel, and instead I picked up the Ninja versions from Japan. But for America's Power Rangers Ninja Steel toy line, I am sticking strictly to figures. I'm not going to be buying any vehicles, just the figures. And I may not be buying every single figure, but I did buy every single figure in the first wave and a half. Some stores only got the 5 Rangers as one assortment, and then the rest of the stores got the 5 Rangers plus 3 villains. So I'm not really sure if this is all just wave 1 or if it's 2 waves. Whatever it is, it's the first review for this line. Now, you do have options here. If you wish, there is a Toys R Us exclusive 6-pack containing the 5 Rangers and Ripperat, which comes with 2 exclusive Ninja Battle Morphers in 2 weapon modes. But anyways, without further ado, let's take a look at the brand new wave of Power Rangers figures and see how Bandai of America has improved on their already awesome format. We begin by taking a look at the 3 male Ninja Steel Rangers, red, blue, and yellow. Now these 3 are using very identical molds to each other with different head sculpts and different paint schemes, but very similar. And they are in the 5-inch action hero style that was introduced in Power Rangers Super Mega Force and continued to Power Rangers Dino Charge. For scale reference, here is a Dino Charge Red Ranger figure, so you can see they have kept the same scale. However, there's been several improvements made. While Bandai of America figures in the past have had joints where they are very quiet because they're standard hinge joints, these are actually ratcheted hinge joints. So they are really solid, which is nice and appreciated. They're adjusting to the QC that figures joints get loose over time. The hips as well are much sturdier than before, which is really nice. Articulation-wise, you've got a neck swivel, the ratcheted shoulders, the elbow bend. You've got a glove rotation, or a glove rotation here and a glove rotation here, so it's really cool that way. Hip movement, forward, back, knees, and boot rotation. So it does add some articulation by having 2 wrist joints while also not removing anything that previously existed. And you see the detailed chest, it is molded in and painted. I even got Ninja Power Stars molded to either side of the belt. Plus the paint does continue to the back minus the white line, which is slightly annoying, but overall not too bad. There is paint on the back of a figure. Bandai has not done that always in the past. He also does come with a Ninja Starblade with a Ninja Element Shuriken Power Star, I don't remember the exact name of it, on the handle there, which is pretty cool. Overall, really neat. Now, take everything I said about the Red Ranger and apply it to blue and yellow. My only complaint with these figures is that they only have 1 accessory each. Dino Charge was very adamant everybody would get 2 accessories, and here we are with just 1 each for the Rangers. So it kind of sucks they all come with the same sword. I would have liked to see, like, maybe he comes with the claw mode of the Morpher, and he comes with the bow mode, and he comes with the sword mode, and then the girls come with guns. Like, I don't know. It would have been nice to see some variation, but alas, here's what we have, and honestly, not too bad. Pretty cool figures. Now, there is a gimmick that is for the figures that allows you to have them pilot the Megazord in place of the Robo Red Zord, and I'm not able to show that off because I do not own the Ninja Steel Megazord. But basically, imagine the Ninja Steel Megazord except without the Red Zord in the chest, and you just put one of the Rangers. That's the concept, at least. Here we have the white and pink Rangers. Now, both of these are really, really good figures. The problem with Power Ranger figures that are female in the past is that the skirts kind of get in the way if they mold the skirts on. For example, Purple Ranger here, she's got the problem of her hips don't move any further than that because the skirt it's a little short too, but it's also just restricting her hips completely. Because of the Pilot the Megazord gimmick, the female Ninja Steel Rangers actually have split skirts as well as a wider range of hip articulation, which means you can actually pull off this kind of pose and actually have them sit down, so they can do the Pilot the Megazord thing. But overall, it's really cool to see that they actually got some improved range of articulation. Some ankle joints would really help with this, but really nice that they've taken some of the stuff they've done in Legacy and applied it here with the split skirts, which is great. Articulation for the female Rangers is left and right neck, shoulders, elbows, gauntlet, wrist, hips all around, knee, and ankle rotation. Same Ninja Starblade accessory that the male Rangers came with, and everything I said for pink applies to white. The only difference is the head and colors. Other than that, they are pretty great. Getting them to balance now is tricky because they have actual articulation in the legs. The Dino Charge female Rangers can just kind of stand. So there's that, but overall, props to Bandai. They improved their female Ranger sculpt tremendously. Here we have our three villains. First of all, we have Basher. Now, Basher is the foot soldier of the season. He does come with a sword. Articulation-wise, neck, shoulders, elbows, no wrists, hips that are very ratcheted, knees, and that's about it. No more else. Also, all this tile pattern that would be in the arms and legs is unpainted, which kind of sucks, but it's what you're stuck with. Overall, Basher's not too bad of a figure. You also have Ripperat here. Much like the Monster of the Week figures that appeared in Dino Charge, articulation is limited due to the unique sculpt, in that his arms are ratcheted, barely move like this. Hips, he's got knees, that's about it. Overall, he's a really nicely sculpted figure, I gotta say. I think he turned out pretty good. Still strange that they put him in the multi-pack when Ripcon is a main villain. And he is an underpainted main villain, I gotta say. That's the only problem with the Bandai of America's monster figures, is they're very underpainted because of all the details in the monster suits in the show. He has two swords, which is pretty cool. The neck, it turns left and right slightly. His hair stuff kind of gets in the way. The shoulders are ratcheted, elbows, hips, and knees. So he's got the same articulation as Basher, pretty much. But there you go. Pretty cool overall. I think Ripcon's a great looking villain. And these are pretty great villain figures. The articulation could be better on them, but I understand making 100% unique sculpts that can't be reused leads to articulation sacrifices. That's how it fits into the $10 price point. But overall, I think the villains are cool, and I'm glad Bandai of America kept this going, because Dino Charge's figure line is incredible with all the villains we got. And I'm just glad to see that trend is continuing, as opposed to the old trend of, here's your one general and your one foot soldier. And in the case of RPM, here's your one foot soldier that's hard to find because the line didn't sell well enough to get later waves. I'm glad to see the villains continuing. Cataclock and Stone Dizer are coming out soon, too. So we're getting two more right away. They're definitely more active with the villains up front than they were for Dino Charge. It didn't really happen until the second half of the year for Dino Charge. So really happy to see that. So that's the first wave of Ninja Steel figures, and that's all there is to my first Ninja Steel review. Stay tuned for the next wave. It'll probably just be the two villains. I don't think I'm going to pick out the Ninja Master modes. But there is a deluxe assortment coming out, which has me interested with the fact that there's a female figure in the deluxe assortment, which is White Ranger, as well as there being figures for the Dragon Zord and the Robo Red Zord and the Elephant Zord, which I'm definitely going to be picking those up. So I may be, kind of the next video, maybe a little bit of a mishmash of those three Zord figures plus the two villains. But basically, stay tuned. I want to do short reviews like this. Power Ranger figures are cool, and I want to highlight them. They're just very basic, so there's not much to do with them. And so I'll probably be doing shorter videos like this. Let me know if you like the shorter format or not. Be sure to subscribe for future Ninja Steel videos and other Power Rangers and Sentai reviews, as well as the weekly Soundcast every Friday. And also be sure to hit the like button if you like this video, as that helps gauge interest in lines like Power Rangers and other types of content on this channel. And comment below, tell me what your favorite Power Rangers toy line is. I'm really curious to see your answers. Till next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.